Hey guys, future Alisha here. I didn't do an intro for this editing vlog, and so I kind of just jumped in and started talking about chapter 3 of this project that you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. So, right now, I'm going to give you the heads up. So first of all, hello lovelies and welcome to my channel. This is Alisha Costanzo. I do writing, editing, publishing, planning, vlog, video stuff. That was awesome, right? So I'm working on something called The Sister with a Stolen Pocket Watch. This is a book I wrote for NaNoWriMo in 2014 or 15. It's been a minute. I know there are some issues with it. I've been through the first couple of chapters more than once, and then I just get sidetracked with other things and writing and business stuff, and I really want to get this book out. So I started editing it, and you'll see that there are some issues I'm going to have to deal with, but we'll get there. You'll see. And I just wanted to set up the story in general is a Little Mermaid-esque type thing. She is a mermaid unicorn hybrid. You'll notice a trend in my stuff. The first one ever in existence, and before Rhea. And she meets a vampire lion. Not quite the same type of hybrid we're talking about. He was a lion to begin with, turned into a vampire. So it's a different kind of mix than the hybrid is. And yeah, it's a love story. It's romantic, erotic, paranormal. It's in the same world that I have been writing in, and it's something that I have at least 3 or 4 stories for it in general. So this is going to be book 1. This is actually the first one that I'm going to try to traditionally publish. I have a few romance publishers that I want to send it to, and agents and whatnot. So that's in my long-term goals, because I thought about getting the first 3 written first before I tried, but then even if I don't get an agent for that, I can rapid release them in with my press, and that would be a different type of marketing that I get to try. And so that's why I want to do something like that. It's a little bit different. So you'll see I get into reading the first bits first. Obviously you have to read the first bits first, right? But I'm reading the first bits that I've already been through before I dig into the actual word list and the other issues that I'm going to have. Then I am also working on a book I've already published, which is Little Red and the Surly Bear. I published that a couple weeks ago. It says how long it takes me to edit things. But you'll see my process for that. I do a little editing in time, sort of, kind of, maybe, and I'm doing this all in conjunction with my 500 words a day. Let's get into the vlog, alright? So far, I'm on chapter 3. And it's not as bad as I thought it was. I was thinking that this was going to be a complete disaster overall. But I know at least the first 11 chapters should be close to my par. I'm worried about... There are some plot holes, and I know there are some plot holes. I also know that characters don't... Like his brother, the main male protagonist, his brother doesn't... He doesn't get his wrap up, so he needs to come back. He needs a little bit more so that book 2 makes sense, because that is what book 2 is his brother's book, and I'm gonna give away too much if I keep talking about it, but her sisters too, keeping it in the family apparently. But I'm gonna get through these first 11 chapters today, and I will check in on you then. Be back. Bye. Alright, so I got to chapter 5. Still reading good. I'm just distracting myself. And it is 8:44 p.m. so I am going to get my 500 words in before I jump back into reading the other 6 chapters, which really shouldn't take me that long if I just concentrate, but it is what it is. It's one of my, shit happens. It's my catchphrase. Alright. And take a little break, maybe get some coffee, because I'm halfway through, but writing, then editing, then maybe writing some more. We'll see. Alright. Giant plate, tiny cake, but when you're eating the last piece, you may as well just not dirty another plate. And I have this water. Go back to writing. Alright, it is now 10:30 p.m. Now that there's summer and I'm waking up at 8 or 9 instead of 6, my days seem to be going longer. So, I just finished my 500 words and now I'm going back to chapter 5. We'll get this done. We'll get this done. Alright, here we are. I finished chapter 10 earlier today because I didn't get to it last night because I got tired. I'm going to try to get through chapter 11 today. Wish me luck. By the way, it is 9:20 at night because I just wrote 600 something words and did other stuff, so let's get after this. Okay, so I did not film myself editing yesterday because I was editing my proof copy of Well Red and the Surly Bear. I only got to chapter 5. That's because I fell asleep on the couch. So, yeah. I'm gonna get back to editing the sister with the stolen pocket watch. The sister with the stolen pocket watch. Mouthful. I'm on chapter 12. I didn't get to this yesterday either, but I'll try to get 2 chapters done today. Let's get to it. Alright, wish me luck. Okay, so I got 2 chapters done. I'm really excited. It's only 12, and we have a few other things to do, but yes, I got more. I'll show you my progress on my tracker in a second. Look at that! Okay, so end of the day, and I got quite a bit. I'm about halfway through Little Red and the Surly Bear, and hold on, look at this. What is this? What is this? So that happened. Got that done while we were getting a new truck because we needed a new car. Yay. And I got my 2 chapters done in Pocket Watch, and I got 888 words today written. So all in all, pretty good day. Oh, and I got 4 stories for the anthology. Reading them, I didn't really edit any of them, but you know, getting through my accept reject pile. So progress all around. Lots to do tomorrow to catch up with other stuff that I was supposed to do today. Yeah. There we are. We made it through another chapter. It's only 10 o'clock at night. Gotta get my 500 words in for the day. But hey. Chapter 15, page 76. Making progress. Yes. One more day. It is Friday, 6:09. I got to it early today. I got another chapter done in Sister with the Stolen Pocket Watch, so woo woo. I've got to get on my proof yet today. I really need to finish that and get my 500 words, but first it's time to make dinner and maybe eat a brownie that I made yesterday instead of writing. Alright, back to it. Okay, so you probably hear in the background I've got Bob's Burgers on. But I am folding clothes right now, I know. Super interesting, Alicia, super interesting. But I was going to do a test pack for my trip to New York, so I thought I'd invite you to that process. If you give a shit, I don't know. We'll see. This is the situation cat. Bob's Burgers over there. Playful kitty. Sleeping kitty. Watchful kitty. That one was getting me. Frodo. So, time to attack the proof cat. Let's see if I can finish it. I've relocated to my bedroom and the little couch on my bedroom. On my bed. Little couch in my bedroom. So, here I am in the corner. One of the cat's favorite spots. I'm gonna edit. Look at how cute that is. I got a little bear in my book for the surly bear. Okay, I'm done. Y'all, I'm done. I'm done. But I'm done reading through this. Now I just have to transfer all of my notes into my documents, which of course is the part that takes a little bit longer. Because I marked the things I need to fix, and most of them I have the fixes for, but follow through. Alright guys, I have a list. So I've worked the last 8 days, not quite a week, but thereabouts, on not only my 500 words a day, but also on editing the Sister with the Stolen Pocket Watch and Little Red and the Surly Bear, because that's coming out next week. And I just want to talk a little bit about the things that I learned while working on various projects like this. Now, I always work on multiple projects, but not usually all my own, if that makes a whole lot of sense. Working at 3 books at the same time did not allow me to work on the anthology I'm supposed to be editing. So I got almost none of that done. No edit. I got some read, but I didn't really edit because I just didn't have the brain power to focus there. I had only a little bit of time on one of my other writing projects, which I'm only doing 500 words a week, so I still got it done, but it was a struggle. I edited up to chapter 17 with my word list. I'm in the middle of a chapter reading it right now. I'm on chapter 21 reading it because I decided, because I'd gone through the first chunk of this book several times and I always stalled because what it really needs is a good read through. I haven't done that yet. And I wrote this 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. And it's starting to get a little messy. I'm not sure if I want to keep complete scenes or not. I know there are holes that need fixed. Language needs fixed a little bit because, again, 3 or 4 years ago, I've learned a lot about writing since then. So I just need to clean things up before I can go through with my specific word list editing tasks. So that's what I decided to do now. My first section should still remotely say maybe between chapter 15 and 17 there might be little changes in plot and whatnot, but nothing too major. And I'm not at all, I say that I'm not at all familiar with the story. I know what happens during the story, but there's a lot of small details and little secondary plots that I forgot about. So I need to reintroduce myself to the story a little bit more before I can actually critically eliminate words, which I was struggling with in the last few chapters doing that because I didn't know what was going on in the scene. So how can I eliminate words if I don't know what's going on in the scene because I have no context? So I need to give myself context again. And I think to find some of those holes, because I've noticed there's a few things here that I didn't really know the names of things, like specific types of rock, or how long ago he found her as a unicorn versus her being a mermaid, versus how long he was with his almost former mate, versus how long he's been a vampire, and all these other different things time-wise that I need to clarify. And so I think I'm going to do a quick reverse outline aka create a little mini series Bible, because this is a series in general and this is book 1, so I may as well start that now so I can keep myself on track and I don't have to go back through the books each time looking for something and wasting time that way. So I'm gonna do that, and I might make a video about doing it, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It'll be my first ever. I have my little booklets that I keep for this one. You can see how big it is. Then I keep my outline in, and smaller notes. I've also started my Broken World guide in the second half of this, since this is such a thick book, and I've had some of my readers ask me for a guide and to create a poster of the connections amongst my stories and between my characters, because I have a lot of characters and they all have different connections amongst each other to make the world work, and it's complicated and I get it, but that doesn't mean that everything's super obvious, and so I'm going to make that too. So I think make a series Bible, and that's going to help me a little bit. So reverse outlining, series Bible, try not to do too many things at once. I think as I finish up, my hand's starting to cramp. As I finish up writing Imprinted, book 4 of my Blood Phoenix saga, I'm going to be starting a new story right after Tatiana's diary, which I outlined, and then I am going to have that book published next week, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I think I'm going to do my reread and my outline on this while I'm in New York. Maybe. We'll see. So that's what I got. I hope you enjoyed the editing writing vlog. If you like stuff like this, please come back and see me again. Thanks for watching. Bye.